Let's talk about the 3 steps to gain your customers' confidence and find out what they really want from you. If you can continually innovate and stay ahead of your competition, stay aware of your customers, and if you can find ways to market and advertise that value and those innovations so that they are instantly obvious to your customers and prospects, then you will literally dominate your competitors and capture the lion's share of your marketplace based on the products and services you sell. As a business owner, you want to gain the confidence of your prospects and customers. You want them to choose you. The 3 steps I'll cover here are part of the work we always refer to. Too often business owners are looking for what we call the magic marketing pill. It'd be nice, but it doesn't work that way. The first step at gaining your customers' confidence is find out what your prospects want. Simple enough, right? Here's how you find out. Ask. That's it. Ask. Now the tricky part is this: how you ask and what you ask. Don't just go ask them, what do you look for in a printing company, or a temporary personnel service, or a hair salon, or whatever your business is. Put some thought into it beforehand. Identify some of the typical problems and frustrations prospects experience when trying to do business in your industry. Then find out exactly what the problems and frustrations your product and service solve for your customers. Pinpoint them. There's a lot to this process, so really dig into the emotions people experience when trying to do business with a company like yours. The more you do it, the better you'll get at doing it. If you're going to be in business, you should have command of this stuff. We go into much greater specifics in our workshops or mastermind groups where we provide scripted survey questions to use. Gathering and confirming the experiences your prospects go through will help you figure out things you could do that customers might really like and appreciate, and of course, respond to. Here's a recommendation when you survey your customers. As you're asking them what they're looking for when doing business in your industry, you can bounce your ideas off them. You'll be able to confirm or validate whether the things you've identified as important or innovative are actually just that, verifying that they would add value. Think of it as having a constant feedback loop so you don't assume you already know. Real-time face-to-face feedback from personal interaction is like checking your customer's pulse. The second step to gaining confidence is to give the customer what they want. If you take the time to ask, you figure out what they want, well, give it to them. Kind of a no-brainer. Here's where I need to introduce a term we call your inside reality. It's what you do best that differentiates your business from your competitors. You're always crafting your inside reality so it reflects what your customers want. Here's a tip. In today's competitive marketplace, your goal is to innovate and make your business better by a big margin. You should work on your business to make it 50% better, 100% better, or even 300% better than your competitors. If you don't, someone else will. You need to have a good inside reality if you want to engender confidence with your prospects and customers. It's a critical step. If your current business is as good as your competition today, there's still an opportunity to capture more market share when you understand the third step. The third step to gaining confidence is a really tricky one. You need to explain what you do in a believable and credible way. What exactly are you explaining? The second term to introduce is your outside perception, which I'm sure you can figure this one out. It's what your prospect, John Smith, thinks about your business, their first impression. The key then to solving the communications problem is learning how to take your inside reality and communicate it in a way that breaks through the clutter of noise and the confusion of mixed messages in the marketplace. The message needs to bridge the confidence gap in order to gain the confidence of your prospects. In our workshops, we explain what the confidence gap is and how to overcome that. I want you to remember this. It's all about having something good to say, saying it well, and then saying it often. That's the key to communications. Okay, so you figured out what your prospects want. You're ready to give it to them. Now you need to learn how to say it well and say it in a way that's believable. Take the inside reality of your business and convey it in a way that makes your business to be perceived as the unique and obvious choice. As I mentioned previously, if you communicate better than your competitors, you can win more business even if you have similar products or services. Let's look at a common retail situation today. Perhaps your company is a small retailer. You might say, how can I possibly innovate better than the big box retailers who currently dominate our marketplace? Is there anything you can do to beat out Amazon? The answer is, as a small company, you can still outperform them in delivering better, more intimate customer experience. Due to your size, big box companies or Amazon will never be able to defeat you. It's not possible. But you need to be able to personalize the experience of your customers to pull it off. If you're frustrated with customers coming to your business and then going to Amazon to see if they can get it cheaper, you haven't innovated or done a good job of communicating with them. If everything was just about lowest price, everyone would be driving a Yugo. Poorly engineered, ugly, and cheap. The only thing that survived longer was as a punchline for comedians than it did as a vehicle on the road. The point we're making here is the advantage goes to innovators and superior marketers. It makes all the difference in the world when you create systems to eliminate friction and keep up with insights about your competition. To win, you need to learn and know the moves your competition makes, then innovate so you can outperform them, and lastly, consistently monitor your confidence gap and the pulse of your customers. Like I said in my opening statement of this video, if you can continually innovate and stay ahead of your competition, stay aware of your customers, and if you can find ways to market and advertise that value and those innovations so they become obvious to your customers and prospects, then you will literally dominate all your competitors and capture the lion's share of your marketplace based on the products and services you sell. Intimate relationship building is the key. In the next video, I'll cover the marketing equation, which is the backbone of the Marketplace Domination Secrets marketing system.